Next one, we're going to focus on one where not everything in the decimal is repeating. We got 0.18 with the 8 repeating, so that's really like 0.18888, blah, 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 on forever. So you've got 8s repeating forever, but the 1 doesn't repeat. So how do we deal with this? Well, we're going to deal with it basically the same way. We want to get rid of that repeating business, so we're going to play around with moving decimals around. So I can initially say x equals 0.18888 and blah, blah, blah. And now, or I could really just say x equals 0.18 repeating, because I don't really feel like writing all that stuff. But we're going to use a method suggested by a certain student in our class who has had some really excellent ideas. We're going to rename this, we're going to reorganize this, we're going to make both sides of this 10 times as big. So we're going to say 10x equals 1.8 repeating. So the repeating stuff is on the right side of the decimal, and the non-repeating stuff is on the left side of the decimal. So that'll make it easier for us to get rid of this. Now, we want some of this stuff over here. But let's make this 10 times bigger again, making the whole thing 100 times as big as our original version. So we're going to say 8 here, and we're going to put in a 1 there. That means we got 100x, because this is 100 times as big as this, because I moved my decimal 2 places, and the 8s keep going after that. So, once again, we're going to do the subtraction trick, and the subtraction trick is going to make the 0.8 repeating go away. Now all we got to worry about is 18 minus 1, and that comes up with 17. And then over here, we're going to subtract 100x minus 10x's. So if I've got 10x's and I want to take them away from 100x's, I'm going to be left with 90x's. So 90x equals 17. Now I divide both sides by 90, because both sides are 90 times too big. This 90 goes away and becomes a 1, and I'm left with x equals 17 over 90. Now, again, I got to check and see if there are any common factors. 17 is a prime number, so the only thing I got to worry about is if 90 has 17 as a factor, and it certainly doesn't. So, I'm done. I don't have to reduce at all. X equals 17 over 90.